What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to what should be the next to final episode of Let's Play WWE SmackDown. Here comes the pain. PS2 game on a PC. And it is March. It is Bridgeport, Connecticut, right down the road, I would imagine, from Titan Towers. And we're going to head into SmackDown and see what we can see. What is going to happen on this episode? I have two matches, man. I wanted to get through like 3 weeks today, so this is going to be tricky. I might just, skip some stuff here. But we're definitely going to defend our US title in a cage. Might lose it, who cares, whatever. Gonna have Brock for the world title at Mania. Alright, I am terrible at cage matches. Welcome to Thursday. Thursday is happening. There is certainly a major news story to discuss here, and that is, as I told you about earlier, there was a press conference in London at the O2 Arena, and that press conference happened, things obviously happen overseas, and then, there's a time difference, so I already knew about that when I woke up this morning. It was already on the, here's the news stuff. So, that being said, there will be, in January, a UK tournament to determine the WWE UK champion. Big belly to belly. They're gonna be taping it. There's gonna be 2 tapings in January for that, and they're gonna crown a champion, and then afterwards they're gonna have a weekly TV show on the network. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to pan out, to be honest. That's kind of a weird thing. Taz Mission. So yeah, 16-man tournament. They're going to have it in January, and then they're going to follow it up with a weekly TV show, or a weekly network show. And that's only weird because they announced the commentators for the special on the network, and it will be Michael Cole and Nigel McGuinness, which is like, alright, cool. But then, if you're going to make it a weekly network show, like, you're not going to be flying Cole over there to do commentary for that thing every week to England. That would be insane. So, are they going to fly Nigel here? Are they going to have some kind of weird satellite studio thing? Are they going to have different commentators for the weekly show? Like, all those questions, very important, and not really sure what the answer would be. And Kurt Angle just not having it with me. I am just off my game today trying to deal with the Olympic gold medalist. But yeah, this whole thing, as we've heard, as we've seen, the fact that they want to compete, or they are afraid of... Vince in competition is a weird one. But certainly it seems like, the impending rise of, World of Sport and WCPW and ICW and those kind of things, like, those things are growing, certainly. And if Vince feels like he has actual competition in that arena, it certainly seems like back in the old days of the territories, where Vince is like, these are fucking, I'm gonna crush them. I'm going to crush them. So, having these things like this UK tournament, and I would imagine some non-compete clauses and whatnot, certainly does bode a little bit of concern. In terms of him trying to have his own brand, Angle Slam, his own brand of WWE stuff, and here goes Kurt. I'm gonna lose here. Whatever, don't really care. He wants his own brand of stuff over anybody else, and I lost. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it. Whatever. The important part is that I am in the main event of Wrestlemania with Brock Lesnar. So, if someone wants to come and get my Cruiserweight belt, fucking feel free. Whatever. I would say on the plus side, that UK title looks cool, so I'll give him that. But, man, like, how much does it suck to be Bad News Barrett right now, who is, not there anymore? If you're gonna crown anybody your UK champion, Bad News Barrett, come on now. But I want to say they announced all 16 guys, and you would have thought somebody like Neville would have been in there, but no. So, is what it is. But yes, that's another, I would assume, another hour of wrestling wrestling programming to keep up with. And certainly another tournament, and they've been saying that they're going to be having a women's tournament at some point next year. So, again, it feels like, hey, we're going to sign up all of the hot independent acts here so they can't do anything with anybody else who might or might not have a TV deal. I think that's kind of the main thing. Because a lot of those things, you know, when you're an indie guy and you sign on, it's like, you're not signing on with a strict, hey, you can only work for us, but you're saying, hey, you can work for us when we need you, but also you can't work with anybody else who has a TV deal. So obviously, you know, working the indies, you know, locally or, you know, at stuff like PWG where, you know, they just do DVD stuff and whatnot, is fine, but, you know, obviously not TNA and not Ring of Honor and, you know, not New Japan. I mean, I'm not sure if New Japan counts, but I would assume they do, because they do. Obviously, they're on Access TV now, being it was Jim Ross and Josh Barnett on commentary, so that counts as a, you know, even though it's months later, that still counts as a TV deal, I would imagine. Anyway, so that is certainly the big news on this Thursday morning. So, I don't know, it feels like they're just trying to squash any possible competition, and I think having a variety in wrestling is more important than anything else. Like, I don't want them to have, okay, we're going to have this thing now, and you can only really work in the style that WWE wants. Meaning, you know, no pile drivers, no, you know, any of the stuff that is, like, looks more dangerous, that they wouldn't allow on their own show, which is kind of like, alright. It just further waters down everyone into the WWE style that they like to promote. And that's unfortunate because more diversity in wrestling is better. Lesnar is in the ring. These two men will meet at Wrestlemania. They used to praise each other, but now they are bitter enemies. Oh no! A thunderous shot! Yeah, I'd be dead. I would legitimately be dead. Hit Slug right in the face. That's his invitational ticket. I mean, he won the Rumble, so he already has his ticket to WrestleMania. I'm not impressed, but I certainly feel his will to win the title. I lost 4 there. 4! But I'm still 93, so fuck it. Anyway, it's Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go. Oh, hey, Coachman, the one guy I don't want to see. That match is just around the corner. How do you feel about being in a main event? It's about goddamn time. That's how I feel. It's about goddamn time. My mouth is moving. My mouth on there is... Alright. I think it shows that my hard work has paid off, motherfucker. What's your impression of Lesnar? He's not even in the same league as me. Clearly, he is in a way higher league. Anyway, finally, fans are looking forward to this match. Do I have a message for the fans? Yeah, my message is that 2K17 is going to be back real soon. Real soon. I will give it my best shot. I'll see you all there. Slug is ready for his title match. His mouth has not moved in the video game. That's fine. Received 1 extra SmackDown special for your match. That's, sure. I get an extra finisher. Cool. SP plus 3. Baby! Please don't make me work double duty again. Here we go. That's a 6-man tables match. Brock, Ultimo Dragon, Steve Richards, A-Train, Rikishi, and Ryan. That's a weird collection of guys. Anyway, let's go fight Eddie again. Again! Anyhow, my point was that the beauty of back when they still had territories, with that you can go to different places and learn different styles and perfect your craft and whatnot. Whereas if everyone has to work WWE style, like, what good does that do anybody? Because it's just going to be the same kind of bland-ish, you know, whatnot, and you're not going to have any real new, you know, you're not going to have any new, what's the word I'm looking for? Twists on, you know, what is considered professional wrestling, if you're going to keep squashing any possible competition in different areas of the world. So, in any event, yeah, I don't know. That's good. That's certainly, I'm going to be curious to see how that gets handled moving forward in 2017. Because as of right now, you know, when you're looking at what the upcoming schedule and whatnot would be, you're going to have Raw, you're going to have SmackDown, you're going to have 205 Live, you're gonna have NXT, and you're gonna have the UK stuff. And I'm like, that's like literally, if you only watched WWE and you had a pay-per-view that week, consider how many hours of wrestling that would be. Like, believe me, I fucking love wrestling, but holy shit, sometimes it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. Like, I have other stuff to do. I have video games to play, goddammit. I have things to do. So that just becomes a bit, like, ridiculous, in my opinion. But hey, they've certainly, in the past number of years, gone with quantity over quality. And it's not that it's bad, it's just there's a lot more of it, and when you consider that the writing is generally not great, you know, you get some awesome matches, but then, you know, why should you care if there's no real story for the matches, you know? I don't know, that's just me. It's two sides of the same coin, but it's like, look, if I'm gonna have a sandwich, do you want just peanut butter, or do you want peanut butter and jelly? When both the peanut butter and the jelly are awesome, it is a phenomenal thing. But just having some really good peanut butter and no jelly, eventually you're going to be, you know, kind of sick of that. Perhaps not the best analogy, but that's kind of, you know, my thought on, hey, the wrestling's really good, but the writing is kind of not great, and hasn't been great for a while. And, you know, where the blame lies on that, a number of factors I'm not going to get into here. But in any event, we shall see how they move forward with this UK tournament in January, and then a new weekly, I guess, 1 hour UK, like, I'm sure, do they leave their production guys over there? Like, how does that even work? How does that even work? Like, I'm just thinking of, like, the logistics for any of that seems insane. Seems insane. So perhaps it'll be like a every 6 month thing, or perhaps they'll go tape a bunch of stuff at the same time and then air it, you know, sequentially like they do with NXT, or I don't know. It seems like I'm sure they have it figured out, but if we've learned anything from Vince McMahon, is that he thinks of things like, you know, on a whim, and then just they, you know, have to worry about the execution afterwards. Anyway, what the hell? I won that match. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Wrestlemania isn't even here. Why is Eddie losing his shit? Wait a minute. A-Train's back. Gosh, hey, the slug. Alright, here comes A-Train. So now we get myself and A-Train versus Eddie and Brock. Or what? I don't know what's going on here, but okay. So A-Train is my friend. Awesome. Alright. This is very encouraging. Very encouraging. What the hell? What the hell, A-Train? We were friends, what the fuck? That's not cool. That is the opposite of cool. He swerved me. He swerved me. I easily fell into your trap, A-Train. Tensai. You were all bloody on a fucking stretcher, of course you were injured. That's too bad. As you can see, I'm quite healthy. And quite hairy. This was all a setup to kick your ass. Why? Of course, to take your belt. I'm fighting Lesnar. What? No, you don't get a shot? Fuck you. This was all just a setup to screw over Slug. Lesnar won the Rumble, A-Train. If you want your shot, win the fucking Rumble, because I already lost the US title, so unless you're a goddamn cruiserweight, and you're certainly not a fucking cruiserweight, you son of a bitch. Uh-oh. Wait. Let me guess. Fatal 4-way. Yeah, you just lost, Eddie. You don't deserve shit. You just lost. If anyone, and I'm just out of it. I'm just like, everyone wants their shot. Fuck off. The match is already set. Some serious controversy. More like some serious bullshit. I had a one-on-one match, goddammit. Do not screw me out of my one-on-one match. Not cool. No, you can't, Mr. Bad Ending. We'll do better next year, Jonathan Coachman. The fuck do you want? Special plan for my entrance. Alright, cool, yeah. More pyro. Sure, yeah, alright. Sure, I want to hear about it. Alright. Is this also a trap? Does he also want to get a shot? Brock Lesnar is not happy with this current situation. He won the Royal Rumble. I agree with Brock. He won the Rumble. He has the right for a one-on-one match with the Slug. Yeah, that's what happened. So what the hell's going on right now? Seriously. other people trying to get involved who do not belong, please don't say Fatal 4-Way. Please don't say, alright, tag team match, playa. A-Train and Eddie, that makes sense. If they beat us, alright, so all I gotta do is win this tag team match, playa, and I'll get my one-on-one shot. But if they lose a match, take a walk. Slug, what do you think? Here comes Slug. Myself and Brock have already won a tag match, so no problem. Except, he wants to get rid of the Outsiders. Wait, Nash? Hall? Where? Holla holla, tag team main event, playa. But I wanted to find out about my Pyro. What the fuck happened with that? Undertaker, your new US champion. Good for him. Alright, let's make this shit happen. Let us beat the crap out of the turncoat A-Train, who I can't pick up. I thought I changed all those moves, god damn it. I thought I changed all those fucking moves. You motherfucker. Honestly, I should just tag in Lesnar and then have him do all the fucking work here, because he is certainly one of the highest rated guys in this game, so not even a problem. Not even a problem. I'll call it A-Train. Tag it in your boy. Yeah, so there was one other kind of, I guess, vaguely somewhat of a news story today, and that is the fact that, as of right now, there are no plans in 2016 to hold the Slammies. Obviously, the amount of time you have left for Raw on this year is running out rapidly. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I would have liked to see if AJ Styles could win Slammy for Rookie of the Year and Superstar of the Year. That would have been pretty good. I think he certainly deserves it. But I had heard a while back that they might have wanted them to move the Slammies to the weekend of Mania, or the week before Mania, which I think makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we'll see if they have those in March. So that could be cool to, because that's like the most important part of the year, and if you're gonna bookend that part of the year with the Slammies, that makes a lot of sense. So that was a fucking squash. Holy shit. Lesson learned, you fucks. One-on-one WrestleMania. That's the way it was always supposed to be. Oh, shake the man's hand? Shake the man's hand. He didn't shake his hand. What? Superstar points 98, motherfuckers. And that shall wrap things up for today, because tomorrow we're going to have the last week of March, and then WrestleMania, I'm pretty sure. So either way, tomorrow, the final episode of this Let's Play, and the day after that, the return of 2K17. That being said, I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time, right here on this channel, and I'm out.